Think about the last time you were at a wedding, a business dinner, or a casual hangout with friends. What was the first question you were asked? Most likely, what are you drinking? In almost every culture on Earth, alcohol is the social glue. It's how we celebrate, how we mourn, and how we decompress. So when someone says, "I don't drink," it's more than just a dietary choice. It's a psychological disruption. It makes people uncomfortable. It triggers questions. But the science behind the teetotaler mind is far more complex than just health or willpower. It's about a specific mental architecture that prioritizes something most of us are terrified to lose: unfiltered reality. Psychologically, the decision to remain sober in a drinking world often points to a high level of internal locus of control. Most people use alcohol as a social lubricant to bypass anxiety or to feel more confident, but those who refuse to drink often have a brain wired to face social friction head-on. They don't want a chemical proxy for their personality. They prefer to navigate the highs and lows of human interaction with their full cognitive toolkit intact. For them, the discomfort of an awkward silence or a difficult conversation isn't something to be numbed, it's data to be processed. This isn't just discipline, it's a psychological commitment to emotional autonomy. There's also a fascinating link between sobriety and the desire for neural clarity. Alcohol, by its very nature, blurs the edges of our perception. It softens the world. However, a specific group of people, often high achievers or deeply analytical thinkers, view this softening as a threat. They possess a psychological trait known as cognitive vigilance. They are intensely protective of their baseline state. To them, the temporary euphoria of a buzz isn't worth the subsequent mental fog. They value the ability to wake up with 100% sharp brain more than a few hours of artificial relaxation. They aren't avoiding the fun. They are protecting their most valuable asset, their focus. Perhaps the most powerful psychological driver is the rejection of performative belonging. We often drink because of social mimicry. We do it because everyone else is doing it. Choosing not to drink requires a high level of social courage. It means being okay with being the sober witness to everyone else's blurred night. It's an active decision to remain an observer. These individuals are often more comfortable with their own identity, needing fewer external masks to fit in. They don't need a drink to be themselves because they've already done the hard psychological work of accepting who they are when the lights are bright and the room is quiet. Society often labels non-drinkers as boring or restrictive, but if you look closer, you'll see the opposite is true. It takes a remarkably vivid and brave mind to experience life entirely raw without a single filter between the world and the senses. Choosing not to drink isn't about what you're giving up, it's about what you're keeping. It's the radical act of staying awake in a world that is constantly trying to put itself to sleep.